Welcome to Food and Facilities, an online show for West Coast Industrial Solutions magazine. Our goal is to cultivate knowledge to feed the world by focusing our quarterly trade issues on safety, compliance, and innovation within manufacturing, agriculture, food processing, and food and beverage industries. In this episode, we will be sharing a virtual field day with the Irrigation Innovation Consortium and discussing artificial intelligence for workplace safety with Kinetic Eyes offering for intelligent industrial workspaces and Safer Work providing digital displays. Welcome to Food and Facilities. My name is Tara Sweeney and I'm the Marketing Director for West Coast Industrial Solutions magazine. Make sure to check out our show today. It's going to be Irrigation and Innovation and AI for workplace safety. We will be first discussing irrigation innovation with the virtual field day at IIC's Irrigation Innovation Consortium. And then Kinetic Eye will be discussing intelligent industrial workspaces. And Safer Work will be discussing work safety displays. Make sure to subscribe or check out our website to see the different advertising options. Our newest quarterly is out for October through December on our website. And make sure to reach out to our sponsors, Safe Food Alliance. When it comes to food safety, they've got you covered. Drop in and see them in their Food Safety Center in Kingsburg, or visit them online at safefoodalliance.com for their 360-degree food safety services. My first guest will be Susan Hutton, the Communications Specialist at Irrigation Innovation Consortium for Colorado State. And these are the other members. Tim Martin is the Executive Director, AJ Brown, the Assistant Director, and Alan Andalis is the Principal Investigator. Susie?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So thanks everybody for coming to the show today. Thanks to Tara for having us. I just wanted to say a quick few things about the IIC. We put together a virtual field day so that people could see what we've been doing. And so that's what you'll see today. The IIC is an alliance between industry and university partners that are working to work for innovative technologies, tools, and strategies for both agriculture and landscape irrigation. So we have a request for proposals that is going to be announced later this October, so be on the lookout for that. There's about $600,000 that are available, and we'll be looking for people who are that are doing research in pre-competitive space and also have a partnership between one of our IIC universities and an industry partner. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to either me, AJ, Tim, or Alan. We're all available and our information is up on our website. So yeah, I'll just let you guys watch the video and I hope you like it.
Thank you for that introduction, Susie.
Good morning everyone and welcome to our first ever Irrigation Innovation Consortium Headquarters Virtual Field Day. I hope you have your snacks and your pets all cuddled up because today I get to take you on a lovely tour of our technology farm. Today we're going to be looking at a lot of research projects done by faculty and students from Colorado State University here at our facility. My name is AJ Brown and I'm the Assistant Director of the Irrigation Innovation Consortium, and I also happen to be the Farm Manager and Station Director of this site. It is my pleasure today to welcome you to our farm. The irrigation sector is running into challenges that many other industries are facing with technologies, such as the scalability and cost effectiveness of implementing sensors in a way that becomes both usable and accurate for management decisions. Irrigation Innovation Consortium headquarters was founded in 2018 as part of the initial foundation of the IIC as a whole. 2020 was our first research season where we were able to allow researchers to come on site and explore some of their research projects and their ideas and their innovations. Today I'm going to introduce you to some of the leading irrigation students and faculty from Colorado State University who are trying to meet some of those challenges by developing innovative, low-cost technological solutions in the irrigation space. And we can't develop new technologies without understanding the quality control needed to maintain accurate results for informed decisions. And so today we're also going to be hearing from one of our industry partners from the Irrigation Association who's been working on quality controls for landscape controllers as well as flow sensors in the irrigation realm.
Hello, I'm Brent Meekum, recently retired from the Irrigation Association as the Industry Development Director. And I'm here today at the Irrigation Innovation Consortium to talk about some of the new technology that's been in the marketplace for controlling landscape irrigation. The testing of what are called smart controllers or weather-based irrigation controllers that automatically change the irrigation schedule based upon the weather. They're all unique, and this is probably one of the challenges for the landscaper in the marketplace is being able to be familiar and technical enough with every kind of technology that's here. Some of them are very low end. This controller has been in the marketplace for a really long time, but it has an add-on device, so it's measuring the conditions on site. And then you have some that are very sophisticated and what we would consider a high-end type of controller, where it's relying on information from either a satellite, cellular, Wi-Fi connection of some kind. The purpose of this study, it really is to validate how well did the controllers perform in a very difficult testing condition, managing 6 different landscapes simultaneously, and then to say which are the best performing controllers. So one of the challenges has been is that while all of these controllers have been WaterSense labeled and certified through the EPA program, it's only a 30-day test. And we want to know, well, how well did they perform over a longer period of time throughout the growing season? There are many municipalities that probably are looking at the idea that it's not just good enough to put on the right amount of water, but also to put the water on when it's actually needed. And that's currently what we're really striving to test. So it's been a very challenging. We have found some great results. I think sharing this with the manufacturers, they can look at their own protocols and algorithms of how their product performs. And the intent is hopefully to see improved performance over time and also to give confidence to the industry that these products really do work in saving water in the urban landscape. So one of the other studies that I'm going to talk about today is flow measurement and flow management and how is that incorporated into landscape irrigation. And we created a testing protocol through the Smart Water Application Technologies Initiative of the Irrigation Association. And so I had the opportunity to try and test the testing protocol to find out what things worked well and what things might be improved as it goes forward to maybe become a standard for landscape irrigation products. The testing protocol that we created was agnostic towards the type of technology. What we really wanted to validate was whatever the manufacturers claimed the capability of their flow sensor would be. And this has been actually very useful because currently there are no testing standards for flow sensors in the irrigation industry. Well, thank you for allowing me to take a few minutes of your time today to talk a little bit about the flow sensing technology study that we've been doing. And it's an opportunity now for me to introduce Jose Chavez, professor at Colorado State University. Take it away, Jose.
My name is Jose Chavez, and I'm an associate professor at the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department at Colorado State University. I'm here at the IIC as part of a very interesting project. We are involved in evaluating different algorithms for crop evapotranspiration estimation using remote sensing. The overall idea is to update irrigation scheduling algorithms for deciding when to irrigate, like the well-known WISE irrigation schedule tool. We have net radiometers as well, and an array of other sensors that will be explained fully by Edson.
Hello, my name is Edson Costa Filho. I've been working in this project on updating WISE using remote sensing techniques. And the data collection that we have for this project basically relies on three components: the remote sensing, the weather data, and the heat fluxes. So for latent and sensible heat fluxes, we have a very cool system installed in this site. That's the eddy covariance tool. And it's just a network of sensors that can provide with especially average sensible heat and latent heat fluxes. The eddy covariance is a system that's been collecting data every 15 minutes as an average. And all the other sensors also are collecting data every 15 minutes on average. And the idea is to use all those heat fluxes measurements to compare to our surface energy balance approach. And for future implications, the idea for this project is not to just be done in this exactly time frame, but to be expanded in the sense that we can engage with local farmers and bigger fields to apply the methodology and to show people that WISE combined with remote sensing will provide us with a better tool for irrigation scheduling. Up next, we're going to hear from Matt Lurtz. He's also a PhD student in the Civil Engineering Department at CSU, and he'll be talking about stochastic modeling of ET.
Hello everyone, my name is Matt Lurtz. I'm a fourth-year PhD candidate at Colorado State University in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Dr. Tim Gates and Dr. Ryan Morrison are my advisors, and today I'm going to be talking about a low-cost DIY ecosystem monitoring station. The main objective of my research is to essentially test the durability and longevity of the low-cost DIY sensors that have been applied in this agricultural ecosystem. We want to test the durability and longevity of these sensors to see how autonomous they can be in order to determine if they're going to be applicable in more remote areas where cell communication is lower and battery power is a concern. The future directions of this research are to deploy these sensors and to test these sensors again in a natural ecosystem in southeastern Colorado, essentially in a more remote location. Another direction will be to take the data collected here and analyze it within a stochastic framework. Up next, we have PhD student Maria Capurro, who works for Dr. Alan Andalas.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria Cristina Capurro. I'm a PhD student from Colorado State University, working at the Soil and Crop Department with Dr. Andales and Dr. Hem, and in particular in this project also with Dr. Klundberg. Today we would like to show our subflow sensors. Our sensors are able to measure water flowing through the stem indirectly using the heat pulse technique. So far, we've seen that our gauge design works really well as our theory behind it and the whole system integration. So we think that these sensors are an excellent tool for real-time monitoring of plant water consumption. These are a do-it-yourself sensor. They are easy to build and very easy to install. So let me show you how we do that in the field. Thank you for following me up to the field. Now we're going to hear from another researcher, Manny De Leon.
How you doing? My name is Emmanuel DeLeon. I work with the CSU Agricultural Water Quality Program. Our mission is to implement targeted best management practices that can improve and reduce nutrient and sediment loading in our water bodies. We evaluate best management practices by quantifying the amount of sediment and nutrient abatement that best management practices can have. In addition, we also got a CIG grant, which stands for the Conservation Innovation Grant, that will allow us to build our own low-cost water sampler. For right now, the industry standard costs close to $10,000, but our plan is to reduce that cost to something about closer to $700 that will have the same functionality as our standard edition. Next, you'll hear from Ian Asklin, second-year grad student under Jay Ham.
Hello, my name is Ian Brazil Axland, and I'm a graduate research assistant here at CSU, and I work really closely with Dr. Jay Ham and Dylan Casey, who's also a GRA. We focus on measuring the environment, specifically microclimates, and creating open source, low-cost technology that's also IoT. And primarily what I've been tasked with and specialized with is soil moisture sensors and installing them across Fort Collins on both turf and agricultural sites. The device that I'm holding today is a soil moisture data logger. So one of the main components to our lab that we use with all of our projects is trying to keep things open source and also low cost. And so low cost is an important part to this. Making sure that we stay around 10 times lower than something that's commercially available is kind of what we aim for. Eventually, when the products are close to finished, we hope to open source them. And then also, like I said, we like to keep things modular. So in the future, people can change out parts, change the antenna, change the battery. If they want to connect with Wi-Fi instead of cellular, they can change this particle board to something different. And so those are kind of the ideas we have to try to keep the device updated. So in the future, if people decide they want to change it, they can. It's also affordable, so if they want to change it, they can. Thank you everyone for joining us for our virtual IIC Field Day. A special thank you to all the researchers and graduate students that put so much time and work in out here this summer. And we look forward to another great year next year.
And here we are, we finally reached the end of our first ever IIC headquarters virtual field day. If you'd like to learn more about the Irrigation Innovation Consortium, I'd just like to point out that you could find out about us on social media outlets such as Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. And if you'd like to find in more detail about these projects in particular, you can find out on our homepage, irrigationinnovation.org. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that virtual field day with the Irrigation Innovation Consortium. And we're going to say goodbye to Susan Hutton of Irrigation Innovation Consortium and give a little shout out to how to get in contact with more of their members. Susie?
Yeah, thanks again, Tara, for having me. Again, you can go to the Irrigation Innovation website, which is innovationirrigation.org. All of our contact information is listed up there. My email address is susan.hutton@colostate.edu, and I'd be happy to talk to anybody about getting involved with the IIC. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please reach out if you want to be a part of our 2021 research season.
Thank you, Susie. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
And we will be having a virtual facilities expo for both Northern and Southern California. It is going to be November 18th and 19th this year. Make sure to go to fenc.facilitiesexpo.com for virtual exhibits, on-demand conferences, contests, and offers. And you can reach out to George Runkle, or G. Runkle, Grunkel, @facilitiesexpo.com, or Lisa Nagel at lnagle or LNAGLE at facilitiesexpo.com, or you can give Lisa a call at 408-829-5111, or you can reach out to George at 925-309-9043. Another event, if you saw our previous episode with Nightingale Resolutions, he is offering a high-performance team growth training. You can sign up on nightingaleresolutions.com and reach out to Tim at tim.nightingaledc@gmail.com. The 10th for October 13th to November 12th from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's going to be a Tuesday and a Thursday. This is sponsored by Citizens Business Bank, which will be offering a scholarship to a business. Make sure to reach out to Tim to see if you qualify. And this is in collaboration with CMTC and San Joaquin Valley Manufacturing Alliance, and of course, West Coast Industrial Solutions Magazine. Our next guest is Josh Butler of Kinetic Eye. You can reach out to him at kineticeye.io or KINETICEICEY.io or Josh at kineticeye.io. Take the guesswork out of workplace safety. I'm here with my guest, Josh Butler of Kinetic Eye. Josh, can you give our listeners and viewers a little background about yourself and Kinetic Eye?
Thanks for having me. It's really great to be here. I've spent my career working in technology. I was head of product for the self-driving car platform at NIO, which is Tesla's #1 competitor in the Asian market. After a few years designing and building out that autonomous driving technology, I and my co-founders, we really became frustrated with kind of how slowly the automotive industry brings these kinds of innovations to the market. And we saw the power of what we were building and what we developed. And we really wanted to apply it to industries where there's a need today. And industries where often sort of tech startups don't really pay as much attention to. And there are incredibly high rates of accidents and injuries in industrial workplaces. Places like warehouses, manufacturing facilities, food processing companies, these are our clients. We saw that the processes that people are using to keep people safe are really largely very manual. So we basically realized the same technology that we were using to keep people safe driving on the road at 70 miles an hour could be utilized to keep people safe when they're operating powered equipment and performing repetitive movements. So some of my colleagues and I, engineers, product developers, we left NIO and we founded Kinetic Eye with the mission of helping workers get home safely every day at the end of the day.
And how does Kinetic Eye solve the problem for environmental health and safety today?
What we've built is a software solution that really automates safety monitoring. And in the process, it actually helps improve productivity at the same time. And the way we're doing this is we're running computer vision in a brand new environment where it's never been deployed before. So the reality is most companies today rely mostly on people and manual processes to keep themselves and other people safe. They have blanket policies. They do monthly or quarterly or annual risk assessments, safety trainings, things like that, right? This all requires a bunch of time from supervisors and managers to really almost police their workplaces. And then they're hoping to catch sort of one-off examples of hazardous behavior before it actually turns into really catastrophic issues, right? This can take hours. I mean, we've talked to people who, safety managers and some of our clients who can spend days sometimes looking for, what caused a specific incident, investigating accidents, things like that. It really shouldn't be that hard, right? So using our technology, those same people don't have to be, scouring the floor looking for examples of risks and hazards. We actually give it to them. We feed it to them in something like a news feed and a KPI dashboard, and we show them videos and clips of risky behavior like unsafe forklift driving, people not wearing appropriate PPE, people lifting, using poor ergonomic lifting technique. And there are some other, advanced technologies that are coming out on the market, which are exciting, certainly, like ergonomic wearable devices that track lifting. These are largely diagnostic. And then there are also telematics systems that people install on forklifts to track about like unreported collisions, things like that. But all of these technologies have a hardware component, and it makes rolling them out kind of expensive and time consuming. And so like really what's unique about our technology is you don't have to roll out any new hardware. This is all like purely software based. And thanks to the fact that we've built this to be interchangeable with any CCTV video system that you already have, we can the cost to trial and the time to value is extremely quick. So more specifically, one example with one of our clients, we detected an unreported forklift accident. This is one that they never would have known about if it wasn't for the system that we were running. But since they did find out about it through our system, they were able to take action. They were able to reroute the forklifts. They were able to change the driving policies inside their space. And as a result, they haven't had any similar accidents like that. And they've never had anything like that turn into a more catastrophic accident.
Kinetic Eye is definitely a solution that makes it so that safety managers can be everywhere at once, and it saves time and it saves money. Can you give some examples of how Kinetic Eye helped companies save money?
I think everyone in the audience is probably aware of how expensive a catastrophic accident can be. And it's not just the the direct liability from like settlements, but also from the the impact on the workers' comp premiums that they pay. On top of that, there are productivity losses, quality issues, product damage, equipment damage that stem from safety incidents, let alone all the lost time and overhead associated with any accident. So all that is really expensive. It's bad for business and it's bad for culture. And the fact is that it's safety, but it's also process compliance. And that improves the bottom line immediately. For example, like one of our customers, they reduced their accident rate by 23% in just a few months using our system. So directly that meant over $125,000 in workers' comp related expenses, over 5x ROI, and then all the other time saved on top of that. We help them identify issues like forklift near misses, lifting technique issues, social distancing compliance issues, things in those realms. And it was really obvious within a few months just what kind of an impact we were having. From the insurance industry, what we're hearing is that simply knowing that a tool like ours is deployed and live in the environment can help our customers bring down their premiums by like 5 or 10%. Over time, we expect mod rates to come down because of the decrease in accident rates. But really, it's a better understanding of the risk exposure that they have with their customers. They're able to offer better rates on the premiums in the first place before the mod rates have to come down. And that's something we're really excited about, and something that we're happy to talk with in more detail with anyone who'd like to chat afterwards.
And what kind of traction are you getting?
Absolutely, it's been super exciting. We're working with some of the country's biggest and most innovative companies. We're helping them with social distancing compliance, remote investigation of incidents, ergonomics compliance, forklift safety. In the insurance industry, we're working with like 2 of the largest workers' comp insurers, working with the Hartford and Sampo, and they're actually introducing us to many of their customers. We also recently partnered with SAP to help their customers get more out of their EHS system with much less work.
Is there anything else that you would like our listeners and viewers to know?
I think what really sets us apart is just how simple it is to roll out the technology. By focusing on like CCTV video feeds, there's really no hardware required, and we can literally be up and running in a couple days.
And how can our listeners and viewers get in touch with you if they would like to see what you can do for them?
Email me at josh@kineticeye.io, or connect with me on LinkedIn. You can find me there. That's Josh Butler at Kinetic Eye, for those who are listening. Yeah, just reach out. We're happy to chat about how easy it is to set up a trial. We can schedule an online demo. You can see the technology working with your own eyes. It's really quite fascinating.
Well, thank you for joining me, Josh, and I look forward to seeing how you can help our industry be safer.
Okay. Thanks so much, Tara. It's great to be here.
And make sure to check out our sponsor, Dynamic Coatings Incorporated. They're a California contractor, and they're available in Fresno, Sacramento, Los Angeles, and Oakland. They offer urethanes, epoxies, drains, and polished concrete and stain that's fast curing, antimicrobial, and it's compliant with the FDA, USDA, and OSHA. Another one of our sponsors is Fine Print Plus. They're your source for printing, packing, and promotion. And if you mention that you saw them on our show, you can get 500 free business cards with purchase for new customers. They do graphic design, print and copies, custom apparel, promotional items. They have a parcel service, and now they just started a will call and delivery service. You can reach them at area code 559-237-4747 or email them at graphics@fineprintplus.com or request a quote at fineprintplus.com/quote. And my next guest will be Safer Work. I will be speaking with Errol Lawrence, CRO and co-founder, and Barton Nielsen, technical advisor and EHS director. You can reach them at safer.work. Hi Errol, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you, Tara. Thanks everyone for joining us.
So can you give us a little background about your experience and Safer Work?
Yeah, absolutely. I've just prepared actually a couple of slides that I'd like to run through. So if you don't mind, I will do that. Give me 1 second here. And okay, can you see the screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So Safer Work really came about. We realized that in the area of safety and quality, it was being left behind as far as technological advances were concerned. So that's where the company came about. Our co-founder, Alex, has a software development company, and he's been coding since the age of 9. So the way that we do this, there are a few different ways. The first is interactive digital signage. So what we felt it's important to do was to digitize all important information, because it provides easy access to the information. It's easy to change and update the information remotely or even on a schedule. So for example, if a laboratory area or if a certain area is being used for different kinds of environments on a schedule, this information can be changed out automatically, based on that schedule. Obviously, it avoids clutter, right? Because rather than having 10 or 15 different signs at the entry of a particular area, once you've digitized everything, you can go deeper into different levels and provide much more information once it's digitized than static signs. It obviously frees up the resources of EHS personnel, because rather than people coming to them and asking for example, a safety data sheet, the information is there, ready at their hands to be accessed at any time. It enables team members to quickly report hazardous or emergency situations. So as we can see on the example here at the bottom of the screen, it allows them to report a hazard, or even click into, if there is an emergency, click into that and be taken to a deeper screen and with more information. So I'll take you through that. So the way it improves emergency response is, again, all of the information is contained there. Eye wash information, safety showers, and if there is a situation where someone is not able to deal with the emergency right there and then, they can obviously input the information of an injured party, what exactly has happened, and then that information can automatically be sent to the clinic, so the clinic is prepared before someone actually arrives. The really the flagship of our technology is, like the last company, using visual AI, and we use this in a few different ways. The first is for PPE detection and real-time feedback. As we saw on the previous screen, it can give the information of what kind of PPE would be required in a specific area. So if someone enters that area, and let's say a face mask, safety glasses, and a lab coat are required, then it would automatically detect using the camera of a tablet. It would automatically detect whether that person is compliant, give them a warning if they're not, and obviously, allow them or give them compliance data if they are compliant. So the other area in which it helps is, again, using visual AI to improve evacuation procedures. So once there is an emergency or an evacuation situation, someone is able to go in, enable the evacuation of the building on the tablets, and this sends an alert across the entire network. So there's simultaneous alert across the entire network. It improves the sweeper procedure, and then once an area has already been marked as swept, if anyone comes back into that area, again, using the camera on the tablets and visual AI, it can detect if someone re-enters that area and can then send an alert to emergency personnel. So it improves and the sweeper procedure to a greater extent. And this is then all brought together. Really, the power is in the data. So once we have all of this information through a secure analytics portal, it can provide real-time statistical analysis and data. It can track, monitor, and improve KPIs like PPE compliance, emergency response, and evacuation procedures. And it allows businesses and companies to address problem areas and make data-driven safety improvements. So that's our technology in a nutshell. Folks can reach out to us through our website, which is safer.work, not saferwork.com. Sometimes folks make that mistake. It's actually safer.work, or via email at office@safer.work.
Thank you for sharing, Earl. It's definitely important to save our EHS personnel some time so that we can help save companies money.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Tara. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Our sponsor today is also Valley Will Call. They are an industrial pickup and delivery service. They are serving the greater Fresno area. They are a Darren Gibbs industrial company. Make sure to reach out at contact@valleywillcall.com or give them a call at 559-312-4544, or you can reach out directly to Darren Gibbs at 559-351-3280 or email him at contact@darrengibbs.com. And another one of our sponsors is Dedekian George Small and Markarian CPAs. They're helping you navigate the Paycheck Protection Program. They have successfully helped over 40 businesses secure $19 million in approved PPP loans. From funding to forgiveness, they are ready to help you. You can visit them at cpaplus.com/PPPloan.php to get started, or you can give them a call at 559-431-5500, or visit their website at cpaplus.com, or visit their location at 8080 North Palm Avenue, Suite 201 in Fresno, California. And now we will have a moment of silence for our Black Lives Matter community.